guys, welcome to Hellstorm Wargaming.
Hello.
I'm Mike.
I'm Elliot.
And welcome to our first, not live, but streamed battle report.
In the ancient past.
This is what you did when, before Twitch was out, before YouTube, and you just recorded it, watched it back.
In the olden days.
Back in the day.
We've got all our notes on slate in front of us.
You should see it, it's ridiculous. So, we are trying out a new system.
Yep.
Obviously, we've been having problems with venues and stuff like that, so we're trying a battle report to see how that goes. We're going to stream it here. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you very much for watching live. Yeah. But then probably in a couple of days we'll upload it to YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for catching it. Make sure you do check us out on Twitch. There's a link below. We're live every week, do hobby, wargaming and stuff.
It's kind of more like our main platform, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Not that we do like YouTube. We love you.
That's how we started. That's like our what we're more skilled at.
Yeah,
we're
totally.
Branching into the YouTube field, but we're definitely we're on Twitch.
So trying it out. We're going to actually play Maelstrom as well, which you don't normally do because we've got cameras. We can kind of film cards and stuff. So obviously, you guys who already know me might know that I'm going to Gibraltar. We're going to the No Retreat 5 hosted by SM Battle Reports. Make sure you do check those out. Again, when I do this, I mean link below. It's kind of like. So yeah, we're playing Secure and Control, which is an Eternal War mission. We're also playing Cleanse and Capture. I think they're the two missions I can just see on our slate tablets down there. So obviously, Secure and Control is an Eternal War mission, and then Cleanse and Capture is a Maelstrom. So we're playing two missions at the same time.
It's an interesting mix of both, isn't it? It kind of evens it up, because we've got two sort of very different armies.
Yeah.
So it complements us both.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's a good way where we can both feel like we can, even if we're not winning the main mission, we can win the side mission and still draw.
Yeah.
So in this format, that if you win the Eternal War mission, then you get 14 points. If you win the Cleanse and Capture mission, you get 8 points. And if you win the tertiary, so we're playing Linebreaker, Warlord, and First Strike, which is different to First Blood. First Strike is kill a unit in your first turn, so both players can score that. If you win, they get 6 points. So if, say, Elliot won the Eternal War, and I won the Maelstrom and the tertiaries, then we'd actually draw in points.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different. So, shall we have a look at the armies?
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah, here you go. They're the armies.
Yeah.
So I think you've got 4 knights.
I have, as always. I am that guy.
Yeah. So you've got 2 Crusaders, a Gallant and an Errant.
Yes.
Which with rocket pods as well.
Yeah, the Storm Spear, my favourite thing ever.
Best weapon
Storm
in the
Spear
game.
hype.
So
no, that's the Stubbers actually.
The Stubbers are.
Yeah, sorry, it's Stubber hype.
So, are you feeling confident?
Well, no, I'm never feeling confident with the games. That's the great thing. I always go into them going, it's gonna go terribly. And then I roll a 6 and I'm like, I'm gonna win. And then I roll a 1 and I feel back to being terrible. Yeah. Roller coaster time.
The thing is with knights, you've only got 4 units. If you lose one, that means you can only get half the objectives. Because we're playing Maelstrom obviously as well, Eternal War. It's difficult for you to make sure you can get all the objectives and still be quite, a beat stick. Your Gallant's going to want to run in and kill stuff. Your Crusader's going to sit at the back. But what if the 2 objectives you need are right on my side of the board?
You want to pick up a Dreadnought and throw that Gulliman.
Yeah, exactly. You want to do stuff like that. But I've got quite a lot of units. I'm quite mobile. I can, So we'll see. We've got Gulliman, who's an absolute monster and he's fast. Well, it's not Gulliman. It's Archer Ghost the first. The first Primaris to lead the Blood Ravens.
On steroids.
On steroids.
Been in the gym. Come on, bros.
Chad the Primaris.
Yeah, brothers.
Oh, sorry, bro. But yeah, so I'm feeling quite mobile. Obviously, because we're playing the SM Battle Reports format, we are using the new chapter approved rules.
Yes.
So we are going to deploy. Whoever sets up when you finish deploying, your roll tier goes first. Whoever finishes deploying first gets +1. And then the opposing player can seize, and if they want to use command point, they can.
Wonder who will finish deploying first.
I wonder. But obviously then that also means the flyer can't capture anything, can't capture objectives. So we'll see how it goes. And all troops have objectives secured, even though I'm the defenders of humanity anyway.
Yeah.
So all your troops have their objectives secured.
Yay!
So
Serfs back at home, back on Mars.
yeah. All right, guys. So we'll have a quick look at the table and have a look at the deployment. Let's go into it. Okay, guys, this is the deployment. So I'll just give you a quick run through where everything's gone. Elliot, do you want to point out where your knights are?
They're in a nice even line across the board. No castling anymore like it was in the 7th edition.
What is a baronial court, he said?
Exactly. No more buffs to invuln, so they're just all spread out nice and evenly. Trying to avoid that when they explode, don't kill each other.
D6 mortal wounds.
Yes.
Yeah, so obviously we've got the Crusader to the left, obviously my left from the top down.
Yep. We've got the Errant.
Yeah.
We've got another Crusader who stood here. They're my command, what was it, capture control?
Securing hall.
Well, my special objective, the one that's worth more
For
points.
Eternal War, we have one objective in each of our deployment zones, and they're worth 3 points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So Alex is just behind the Errant.
Special one here.
It's the power core for the forge.
Yeah.
It's protecting. They don't want his knights to stop being made or fixed.
No, stop messing with my adamantium. So that's in between my Errant and my Crusader, and then I've got my Gallant on the flank. Hopefully he's going to sprint through them scouts.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
So obviously where the Maelstrom objectives, we've got one just behind there.
Yeah, one just in this building.
What number is that?
Number 2.
Okay.
Number 5 here. Number
5.
3. Just on the
number 3.
Just on the upper flank.
Yeah. So then my deployment. So we've got the Storm Talon, Storm Hawk Interceptor even, kind of deployed here. We are playing Dawn of War obviously because all SM battle reports are all Dawn of War currently. We've got a bit of a pile of stuff here. So we've got the Grav Centurions, we've got my objective, which is a plasma core. And then just in the trees, we've got an Apothecary, the Redemptor Dreadnought, a Librarian, the Dreadnought with autocannons, Gulliman, Razorback, which has got the Tactical Squad and the Imperial Marine, who takes those these days. And then just in the middle, we've got the Scouts, because they can deploy a bit further out because of their Scout rule, and their Snipers with Camo Cloaks. We've got another squad of Scouts which have just deployed a little bit forward behind these boxes, hopefully out of line of sight of the Gallant. And then we've got the Terminator Librarian kind of commanding Objective 1, telling it to stay where it is.
He's giving a sermon.
Totally.
On that rock.
Cool. So we're going to roll see who goes first.
Yeah.
And we're basically Elliot deployed first, so he gets +1. We can't use a command point for this.
Not that it matters with my rolls.
We are both using Hellstorm dice, so Elliot will roll first and I'll roll after.
Yep. So
let's
see what I get.
You get a 5, which counts as a 6.
Yeah.
So I don't need to get a 6 to match. I get a 1. So Elliot is going.
Nearly a 6.
Elliot, would you like to first or second turn?
I'll go first, dude.
Okay. So we can't use a command point, but I'm going to try and seize. Okay. And if I want to, I can use a command point.
Yeah.
So I need a 6.
All coming up Millhouse.
So I am going to take the first turn. So let's do the movement and psychic, and then we'll see you back at the shooting.
Cool.
So this is the 3 cards I've drawn, guys. Advance, which I doubt I'm going to get, for the Emperor. So score 1 victory point if an infantry or banker unit makes a successful charge. An overwhelming firepower, kill a unit in the shooting phase. We shall see. So guys, that's the movement phase. So everything's kind of just rocked forwards. Everything's got into range. The Centurions have moved forward. Gulliman's moved to make sure he's within 6 inches of everything there. My entire army. The Storm Talon's kind of precariously balancing, going in for the strafing run against one of the knights. And then this librarian has advanced and moved up. Those scouts have kind of stayed still because we don't need to move them yet. But we're going to try and do some psychic powers. So I'm going to cast Smite with the Terminator librarian over there, and the Knight Gallant is within 18. Oh. So I need 5 or more on 2 dice, which I get 9. So it does go through. Obviously you can't stop it. So it does D3, and it does 3 mortal wounds to start us off. Nice. Not bad at all. And then I'm going to cast Psychic Scourge, which I'm just going to double check the warp charge value. So Psychic Scourge is warp charge 6, and then basically we roll a dice and add our leadership. If I roll higher, I do D3 mortal wounds against the knight. If I roll lower or equal, then it does. If it's equal, it's 1, or lower, it does nothing. So warp charge 6, and it gets it off on a 7. So would you like to compare our leadership?
Yeah.
Have you got a dice?
No, because I only have one.
Cool, there you go.
Being used for a wound.
Cool, so I'll roll mine. So I get +1 because I'm an Ultramarine.
Yep.
So I get leadership 10, so 14 altogether.
Roll
Elliot
6.
gets, so your leadership
9, so it'll be 15.
15, so that does nothing. Okay.
Leadership 15.
Leadership 15 with the dice.
The bravest knight in the world.
And then this cheeky little librarian under here is going to cast Smite at the Crusader. So let's see if we get it. I need 5. And I don't get it. So I think I'm going to use my first command point. I do have 9 in this army list.
Yep.
So first command point to try and get a 2. Which I don't.
Nice.
And then last roll, do I get the command point back on a 5? Because I'm using Ultramarines Chapter Tactics. No. So I'm down to 8 command points. So that's the psychic phase done. I think I could cast Veil of Time. I don't think I need to. So yeah, let's go into the shooting phase. So guys, just a quick catch up with the shooting phase. Basically, he did nothing. The Razorback did 1 wound to the Crusader, 1 or 2 wounds. I actually haven't shot Gulliman yet, we need to do him. The Scouts, hitting on 3s, re-rolling, wounded on 6s, re-rolling, but doing mortal wounds in addition to normal damage, did 5 wounds to the Knight Crusader. And guess what? Do you know this really expensive Forge World Dreadnought? Did nothing.
No.
Rolled all his hits, got 10 hit. 6 hits, he missed with 2.
Yeah.
Rolled to wound, nothing. Re-rolled, nothing. Terrible. We kind of chipped it away, so it's taken 12 wounds now, hasn't it?
Yeah, so it's just dropped into its second bracket of wounds.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take Gulliman shots at him. We're going to use some trusty Whacker and SN dice. So it's 2s to hit, re-rolling. Re-rolling. And then it's strength 6, it's 5 to wound, -1, 2 damage. Re-rolling, because I am Lord himself. 2 wounds, 1 SN, 1 normal.
What? -1?
-1, so 4 ups.
Cool.
Makes them both. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take the grav cannons from the Centurions. They shot the bolt and did 1 wound to the errant, so we're going to try and take it out with grav. We've got 12 shots. Here goes. So 3 to hit, re-rolling. Got quite a few hits. Re-rolling because of Archegos or Gulliman. All hit. And then this is 5s re-rolling. This is -4, D3 damage each. So we got 2 so far. We got a couple, another 3. So 5 wounds. So 5 up invuns.
Yeah.
Here goes nothing.
Come on the side.
And he's passed 2, so 3 go through. We'll use 2 SN battle reports, 1 Hellstorm. So D3 damage each. Look at that, 5 wounds from the grav. Not too bad.
Nice.
Could be worse.
He's taken 6 now altogether.
Yeah. So that is the end of the shooting phase. No charging this turn because I'm a bit too far away. We kind of shot everything. We've done a little bit of damage. We've slowed that Crusader down. He's hitting on 4s now.
Yeah.
So I don't actually score any cards. But I am going to ditch advance at the end of the turn. So, Elliot.
Yeah.
Your movement phase. Off you go.
Here we go.
So guys, 3 cards that Elliot has drawn is Defend Objective 5, which is the one near his Crusader.
Yep, just there.
That's there. Second one is Advance, so get out of the deployment zone, and Secure Objective 2, which is actually near his Gallant over there, just behind that building.
Yeah.
So guys, the Crusader is very angry about getting beaten up in the first turn. So he decided to shoot his Storm Spear and Battle Cannon at the Razorback and did a total 2 wounds.
Yep.
So
D3 damage.
D3 did a 1. D6.
1.
Look at that salt. So now he's going to angrily return fire at the Scouts, starting with the Stubbers.
Yep.
And then the Gatling Cannon.
Major Stubbers.
So 4s to hit, because how many wounds?
So that's
3 hits.
3 hits. 4s.
4s to wound.
Oh, that's 2.
2. So 2 armor saves. There. So because I've got Cannon Cloaks, I've got 2 up, because I'm in cover. And a double 6 hit. Hashtag Hellstorm. Cool. And then the Gatling gun.
Yep.
So 12 shots, hitting on 4s. You shot one, do you want to just re-roll the dice instead?
Yeah.
One of them. Just re-roll one of them. So it's another miss. So 4s. That's actually only 3 hits.
Wow.
3 hits from a 12 shot gun.
Yep.
Wounded on 3s. 2 wounds.
-2.
-2, so 2 4-ups, because I've got 4 up, +2 because I've Cannon Cloaks, -2 because of the weapon, and I lose 1.
Salt intensifies.
So we'll kill that one, which is around the back. So there you go. So now we've got a couple more knights, we'll probably do a catch up in a second. Okay guys, the next second Knight Crusader, which is on full wounds, currently, it's taking 1, is it?
I don't think he's taking.
No, he's taking 1, he's stay still. So he's going to shoot the Gatling Cannon at the Stormhawk Interceptor.
Yeah.
So you are -1 to hit, because he's supersonic.
Yep.
So 12 shots, 4 to hit. A few hits, probably half there.
Yeah.
Exactly half.
Was just a call.
And then it's strength 6, I'm toughness 7, so 5's the wound. 1 goes through. -2.
Yeah.
So I'm on a 5-up save. Re-rolling 1s because I've hit Infernum Halo Launcher. It's a fail. So 2 damage, down to 8. What's next?
Next, we're going to be firing everything at the Centurions.
Everything else at the Centurions. What's first?
I don't like Grav.
You don't like that.
We fire the Storm Spear first.
Storm Spear! VIP in match. Not so far.
No.
So 3's to hit.
Freeze.
So 3 hits. Strength 8, toughness 5, so 3's to wound. 3 wounds. -2.
Yeah.
So 4 up sage, we've got 2 up. Failed 2. Do I command point? I'm gonna command point
You've
this
got
one.
loads of command
I have got
points,
9 command points, so I need a 4 up, re-roll. It's still a fail, it's 2. Do I get my command point back? Need a 5. And I don't, so I lose a command point and I lose 2 wounds. So 2d6 go through. I'm gonna roll 1 at a time. Well, it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
So
It's 1
first-
each, isn't it?
Yeah. So the first one takes 6 and the second one takes
5.
5. So that's that unit dead. And Elliot gets first strike. Cool. So that means your battle cannon is wasted and so you have your stubbers.
Yep. But
So-
at least they're gone.
Are you doing any charges this turn?
Yes, I'm going to charge him in the corner.
Yep. So I get to Overwatch.
Yep.
The Librarian is getting charged by a Knight Gallant. He's got 6-inch charge. So Overwatch. Missed. Would you like to try and make your charge mate?
Yep. Just shy of 6, so it's 4. Isn't it? It needs to be within an inch, so I need to roll 4.
Need to roll 5. You get 5. You're in. So if you charge within an inch, there you go, you're in.
Hang on. No!
Oh no!
No,
Technical difficulties, back in a sec. So this combat then, Elliot is going to strike first with the Knight Gallant using his Titanic feet.
Yeah, so I normally have 4 attacks, but then they're all increased to 3.
Yeah, so 12 attacks.
3 attacks, yeah. So 12 attacks, hit on freeze.
Go for it.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
What's he round there? He's a 2. It's just statistical.
So 7 hits, about 8 hits.
8 hits.
Nice, I couldn't quite see that one. And then 2's to wound, strength 8 and toughness 4. Ouchie.
There you go. So, 6.
6.
Yeah.
You just chuck as a dice. So -2, I'm actually at a 4-up save. So 4 ups because I've got Terminator armor. Oh, and that failed 3. So 3d3 go through. So let's roll 3d3 and get more than 4. Don't roll triple 1. No.
There we go.
6 wounds there. So the Terminator Librarian is dead. And would you like to consolidate 3 inches towards an enemy model?
Can I see it?
You just move towards it, but you can't move through the terrain. It's up to you. Just put you an inch closer to me. There you go.
There we go.
So that's the end of Elliot's first turn. He has killed the Centurions and a Terminate Librarian. So now I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see what cards we draw.
Yeah.
So these are the 3 cards that we have drawn. So we've got Overwhelming Firepower and For the Emperor. But we drew Witch Hunter in an SN's format. If you can't score it at all, then you get to redraw. So you get Big Game Hunter. Kill a unit that has a wound characteristic of 10 or more. We'll see. We'll see. So guys, just as a quick catch up, the scouts are going to valiantly score me a point and probably not slow down that night. The Storm Hawk has kind of moved, because it has to move, can't hover, which is a bit of a shame, so he's kind of moved towards that gallant over there. The Razorback and 2 Dreadnoughts have kind of followed Gulliman into the fold, kind of keeping away from that errant over there, and they're probably going to focus on this Crusader here. The Librarian has jumped behind the Scout, so he is going to have to get through that 2-up save before he can actually do any damage to them. And basically my concern is that Crusader there, because he's going to score early at 2 points in my turn, to defend objective 5. So we're going to shoot Psychic Phase. So we've got the Librarian, he's going to cast Smite and probably then Psychic Scourge. So do 5 Smite first. So I need 5 or more. And I get a 5. So D3 Mortal Wounds. Here he goes. 1 Mortal Wound. And then Psychic Scourge. Warp Charge 6. Which goes off on 8. So we roll our leadership and add the dice. So I'm leadership 10, so I get a 12. So you need to roll a 1 or a 2, and I think I'll win. You roll a 3, which is fine. Which means you get 12, I get 12, so it's 1 mortal wound.
Yeah.
So 2 mortal wounds, and then we see what we can do in the shooting phase. So guys, the scouts have just shot in. I wasn't going to film this, but they've just shot. They've got 3 6s, which is 3 mortal wounds, plus additional damage. Look at his face. So would you like to take 3 normal armor saves, Elliot?
OP unit.
He makes it. So 3 mortal wounds from the scouts. Let's see what else we can do. So guys, just as a quick catch up, the Stormhawk Interceptor got 6 wounds off against the gallant in the corner, and the scouts have done a couple of wounds with the grenades and bolters. This knight has taken how many wounds? 14, just from all the shots and stuff. So we've got the 2 dreadnoughts left. This dreadnought shot his heavy Gatling cannon at that knight, but he does have the rest of the guns are going to go into this Crusader who is on 2 wounds. So we've got the Icarus Storm Pod, which is D3 shots, 2 shots, hitting on 4s because he moved, re-rolling anything but 3s because of Gulliman. So we re-roll that one. So 2 hits, 5s to wound, 2 wounds, -1, 1 damage each.
4s.
Oh, he's passed them both.
Hold on.
So then we've got the Storm Bolters. Here goes nothing. 3s to hit, re-rolling. Oops, sorry. 4 hits, 6s to wound, re-rolling. Looking for those Hellstorm. Nope, re-rolling. Apologise about the dark building there. No wounds. So we've got the fist, the tiny fist, the Gatling cannon. 4s to hit because he moved. Re-rolling everything but 3s. I still need to get used to this filming dice. It's very strange. 1 missed. 5s to wound. So we've got 2. Re-rolling those. 4 wounds, -1. So if you fail 2, he's dead.
Goodbye, my friend.
And he's down. He's failed 3. Does he blow up? On a 6? No, he doesn't. So the Knight Crusader and also Elliot's Warlord is dead.
Yes.
Cool. So just got the Dreadnought to finish off, which is going to shoot at the Knight Errant, I think. Yeah, he's going to shoot at the Knight Errant. We'll do that on camera as well. So 8 auto cannon shots. He did move, so he's hitting on 4s, but obviously Gulliman, being Gulliman, I'm just going to get booed now in the comments.
Dishing out the cheddar.
Yeah, so 4s to hit, re-rolling everything but 3s. So we've got 1 miss, Rerolling those. So the 2 3s missed. And then last time this did nothing. So here goes. 5 to wound. Rerolling. 2 wounds, -1 on the errant. 2 4-ups. If not, it's 4 damage.
4-ups.
Ah, he fails one, so 2 wounds go through. Cool. That is the end of the shooting phase. So I think we've just got a couple of charges to do. So guys, we only have 1 charge. Obviously everything else is out of range. We kind of killed the other thing we could charge. But I do need to charge an infantry unit to get a point. So these scouts are now suicide fodder into the gallant. So I'm going to declare a charge. Would you like to overwatch?
I would love to overwatch.
Go for it. So 6s to hit with the stubber.
Nah, nothing.
Missed. Charge range, I think I need 2-inch. I'm definitely in there. Boom. So let's load up on attacks. Cool, so we'll just pile in. I'll just grab me some dice, apologise about the cut. So my attacks, I get 1 each. The sergeant gets 2, but because he's got a chainsaw, he gets an extra 1. So it's 3s to hit. We get failed with 2. 6s to wound. He has taken 10. We could do some wounds. We could make him worse. Do we count it? Do we count it?
Yeah, I think that's counted.
We'll count it. Go on then. 1 armor save at 3 up. I think Elliot's feeling confident.
Why did you say that? Why would you say that?
And the scout chips a wound off him. Now Elliot's 12 attacks back, I presume.
Yeah.
So 4s to hit now. You've taken.
Nope.
Nope, not quite. He's on
Nope.
11, not 12.
You're ahead of yourself for the Emperor. For the Omnispire. Freeze. No.
That's a lot of hits. Let me just try and shuffle around so you can see, guys. It's a lot of hits.
Yeah, I know.
2s.
Nice.
How many is that?
That is going to be 8.
One dice, please. Thank you very much. So I am a 4 up, -2, so 6 up saves. And I passed 1. But then the rest killed them. So that unit is dead. But it did score me a point, so never mind. And a wound. A wound is a wound. So there you go. So that's the end of my turn. I do get overwhelming firepower for killing unit in my shooting phase. I do get Big Game Hunter, which scores me 2. Would be D3, but SN is any D3 counts 2.
Okay.
And I do get 4 the Emperor as well. So let's see what else we've got that's going to happen. Elliot's turn 2. So at the end of last turn, Elliot discarded secure objective 2 because he didn't want to have the gallant stuck for a turn holding objective. So now he's got advance, defend objective 5 and behind enemy lines. So get in my deployment zone. Let's see. So guys, obviously there is only 3 knights left. The gallant has kind of moved around, looking menacingly at the Razorback. The errant is moving slow now. It moves 8, is it?
Yeah.
So because the amount of wounds we've done 16 wounds. We're only moving 8, so he's kind of like closing in on the Redemptor. The Crusader is on full wound still, so this is probably my biggest threat currently. He's moved around and he's going to try and stay there for 2 turns to defend objective 5 because the other one obviously died at the end of the turn, so he didn't score it. So yeah, let's rock into the shooting phase. Okay guys, so just as a quick catch up, the Knight Errant shot his melter cannon at the Redemptor.
Yep.
Only got 1 hit and 1 wound, but it did go through and it did 4 wounds, so it's down to 9. But now the Knight Crusader shot stubbers at the scouts, did 2 wounds. I actually failed one of the saves, so I re-rolled it because the scouts are insane.
Yeah.
So now I think he's going to shoot the Gatling cannon at the Rifle Dread. This one down here with the auto cannons.
Yep.
So it's
Let's shift this for a second.
yeah, no worries, we'll put that back. So it's 3s to hit.
Oh.
It's not bad. It's not great though.
No.
5 misses, 7 hits.
5.
5 to wounds. It's strength 6 versus toughness 7. That's 2. Is it just 2?
Nah, it's 4.
4. Okay, let's see that. Just quick
Math
hand.
problems. Hashtag math problems.
I was too busy looking at my dice. So 5 up save, so it's -2. So I've passed 1, so 6 wounds from the Gatling cannon. it's down to 4. What's next?
Storm Spear and the Battle Cannon are both going to fire at the Redemptor. I'll start with the Storm Spear.
Yeah. Just put that there, taking 6. So Storm Spear first, hitting on 3s. 1 hit.
Wow.
Wounding on 3s, because he's toughness 7. It's a 2.
Oh, these dice.
These dice. Battle Cannon, 2d6 shots. Just as a note, Elliot has already used command point in this phase because he re-rolled to try and hit with Melt Cannon and missed.
Yep.
But there you go, so no command point to re-rolls.
3. Okay.
So, 10 shots.
Freeze.
Yep. Quite a few hits.
That's better.
8 hits.
7. 7 actually. Toughness.
Toughness 7.
Freeze.
Freeze to wound. Not bad at all.
Nope. That's going to be 5. -2.
5 -2 on the Redemptor. I'm just going to roll up here just so it's easier for me. -2, so 5 ups. Ah, I failed them all. That is 5d3 going through.
Okay.
Here goes nothing. How many is that? We've got 3, 6,
6, 7, 8. It's only 11.
11 wounds. Wow. So that Redemptor is dead. Does he blow up? No. Thank God. So he is gone. Any charges, Elliot?
Let's have a quick measure. Over here. Oh no! Obey me, machine. So he's just in 9. So it'll be an 8-inch charge over there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll just quickly rearrange and we'll do some Overwatch.
9-inch charge, we agreed.
Yeah, so it just clarify, because he's got to go around the flyer and through here, it's going to be a 9-inch charge into the Razorback. So, go for it, Elliot.
See.
9 inches.
See what it is.
That's 8. Does he use a command
Yeah, I'm
point?
going to definitely use a command point.
Use a
for
command
that.
point. He needs a 3. He needs a 3. He goes nothing.
Please. Please.
It's
No!
a 1. He's failed the charge. So, Elliot.
Don't buy any Hellstorm Wargaming dice ever.
They're terrible, look, they're terrible. They just say MH on them. What side price is that? Cool. So, Elliot, do you score any points, mate?
Yeah.
With your cards?
Oh, no.
Don't defend objective 5 yet, because you need to hold it for 2 turns.
No, if he's out of 12, which I think he is. Yeah, I'm not in my deployment zone anymore, so I've got advance.
You claim advance, that is
Yes.
1 point to Elliot. Cool. So it's going to be my movement, and we'll just check what cards I've got now.
I'll do it.
So just as a quick note, I did forget to mention that in Overwatch I did 3 wounds with the Assault Cannon, which is pretty tasty. But then the cards that I drew at the start of my turn was Master the Warp. So cast some psychic powers, I'm sure I can do that. Defend objective 1, which is next to the Gallant there. So I need to hold that for 2 turns. If only I had a squad of scouts, never mind. And then Death from Above. Score 1 victory point if at least one enemy unit was destroyed in your turn, and the last model in the enemy unit was slain by an attack made by a unit with Fly. So I do need to use the Storm Talon to kill a unit this turn to score a point. So, movement phase. Let's see what happens. Okay guys, just a quick catch up on movement. The Tactical Squad and Imperial Marine, that useless weapon at 60 points, has jumped out the Razorback, and the Razorback drove off to put himself within 6 inches of Lord Gulliman, or Lord Archegos. And the Dreadnought is kind of shoved in just next to him, so you can see the Errant, but he's within 6 inches of Gulliman. Gulliman is valiantly leading the charge against the Crusader. Stormhawk has just moved where he's had to. He's kind of just flying around in a square now so he doesn't fly off the board and die. The Apothecary, which I completely forgot about because the Centurions died so he became useless, is hanging at the back. So, Psychic phase, let's see what we do. I'm going to cast Smite and it's going to hit the Errant. So I need 5. So I get 6. So it does D3 mortal wound, sorry. And it just does 1. So 1 mortal wound. And then we're
On the Errant.
On the Errant, yeah. Just move around here. and then we're going to cast Psychic Scourge, which is the leadership one again. So, need 6. And we get
9.
a 9, so it does go through. So I'm leadership 10, Elliot is leadership 9. So I get 13. Elliot gets matched again. So you take 1 mortal wound. He's got 6 left. Feeling a little bit more confident about killing him now. So shooting phase. Let's see what the scouts can do. I'm going to use another stratagem called Scions of Gulliman. So use when Ultramarine, Infantry Squad or Bike Squad is shooting. Reroll hits of 1. Unless it's a Tactical Squad or Intercessor, then reroll all fail to hit. So I'm going to use that on the Tactical Squad to shooting the Melter Guns at the night. See if I get command point back on a 5, which I don't. So I'm actually down to 5 now. So guys, Tactical Squad is going to shoot at the night. We've got 2 Melter Guns, courtesy of SM Battle Reports dice. So 3's to hit, re-rolling because of Scions of Gulliman. 2 hits, Strength 8, Toughness 8, so 4's to wound. 1 wound, and I am going to command point that one to try and get another wound out of it. 2 wounds.
Is it wrong that when you have a reroll but you don't need the reroll, I kind of feel like, yes.
Just going to see if I get command point back, which I do, so I keep that command point. Well, now Elliot has 2 final pin ones to make.
Yep.
Oh, it's D6 damage. So 1 goes through. So I am within 6, so it's half range. So D6 damage, roll 2 dice, pick the highest. And it's 5 wounds, guys. 5 wounds go through, which puts him on 18, so he's got 6 left. So bolters, so 3's, re-rolling. And then 6's, we're hoping for the best. We may as well shoot them there. Nothing else we can see. There's only knights around for some reason. And we get 1 armour save from Elliot. Could be another wound. Here goes. Oh, he's passed it.
My power armour saved me.
Ah, there you go. So guys, the Imperial Marine shot at the night, got 1 wound off. Would have been D6 damage, but Elliot made his saves, thankfully. Over here, Gulliman kind of charging towards the Crusader. He's just there. We kind of shot-handed a minion off at the Errant and did 2 wounds. And then the Librarian shot his bolt pistol and did another wound. 6's to wound, failed his armour save. There you go. So now, the infamous scouts are going to shoot into the Knight Gallant. So it's 4 shots, hitting on 3's, re-rolling, and then 6's to wound, but any wounds do mortal wound as well as normal damage. There he goes. 3's to hit, all hit. 6's to wound, re-rolling. I'll re-roll now because it's cocked. So we've got 1 wound so far. Re-roll these 3. No other wounds, so 1 mortal wound. So he's got 5 left and an armour save.
Armour save, 3+.
Yeah. And he failed. It passes it, sorry. It does still take a wound though. So let's see what else we can do. Okay guys, as we know, one of the tactical objectives we need to get is death from above. So this Knight Errant is on 3 wounds, so the Storm Talon is going to shoot all his weaponry at the Knight Errant. So we've got 12 shots from the assault cannons first. 4's to hit because I've moved. Oh, that is terrible. 2 hits. 2 hits with no re-rolls. Look at that. 5's to wound. 1 wound at -1 Elliot. 1 4 up. Takes a wound, he's got 2 left. 3 storm pods, rocket pods, so 4's to hit, so I've moved. 2 hits. Strength 7, so 5's again. 1 wound, this is -1 at D3 damage.
I'll make an out save one day.
Was that to use any command points?
Yeah, I'm going to use a command.
Yeah, I'm going to say you got last cannon next. It's up to you.
Oh, no, there's no point.
Yeah. How many wounds you got? 2?
Yeah.
D3 damage. Takes 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Cool. Does he blow up? Nope, he doesn't. So that's another knight down. And that does get me a point as well. So let's see what the rest of the shooting can do before we go into combat. 2 knights left. So guys, obviously we've just lost one of the errants. The Razorback and the Dreadnought kind of popped into this one, did a couple more wounds. It's on 2 left. The Crusader's on full wounds, but we're into the charge phase now.
Yep.
So, here goes nothing. I'm going to charge the tactical squad into the Knight Gallant. Would you like to Overwatch?
Yes, I'll Overwatch from my stubber.
6's to hit.
Yep.
So nothing. So charge range. I get 4, which is probably going to get command pointed. I'll command point it, see if I get in. 3. No. And then the Imperial Marine will try and charge as well, because he has only got 2 wounds left. Would you like to Overwatch?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The one over there.
1 hit, we'll just see that. All these buildings.
Yeah,
1 wound,
that's a
1
wound.
3-up save. It's off the board. And he's fine.
Oh, I was just about to be a 1 and then it fell off the table.
Sorry. See, charge range 7, and I think we're in there. Right there. Cool. And then Gulliman is going to charge the Crusader. Would you like to Overwatch?
Yes, I'll Overwatch with everything.
Go for it. What's first?
Storm Spear. Storm Spear Height Pod.
Storm Spear Hike Pod in there first.
Yep.
6s.
No
Nope.
hits.
Battle Cannon.
Yep, 2 shots, 2d6 amount of shots. So 7.
6s.
1 hit.
That's 1.
Strength 8, so 3 to wound.
Yep.
1 wound.
Minus
1 to the up in 1. Passed. Then you've got the Gatling Cannon.
Yep.
The Stubbers.
Oh, I'll do the Stubbers first.
Stubbers the best.
They're tasty.
6s.
Yep. 1 hit.
1. Oh, here we go.
5 to wound. Nothing. And then, what's next?
The Gatling.
Gatling.
Gatling's the last thing left.
And the Flamer.
Oh, no, I
Yep. Not actually have to use it yet, but
No,
there we go.
yeah.
So 6s with the Gatling Cannon.
Yep.
Ooh, 4 hits. Nice.
4s.
4 to wound, yeah, because both strength 6, toughness 6.
2.
2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. And he passes them both. Flamer,
Yep,
D6
Flamer.
hits. 3
Three.
hits.
5s.
So 5 to wound.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Charge range with an 8. Thank you, SM. or US. Who knows? So yeah, let's get into the combat. So guys, Archer goes to first is charge into combat. Because I charge, I'm going to strike first as well. I'm going to be using all the sword. So 6 attacks, strength 8, so it's wounded on 4s, and 6s do D3 mortal wounds. It's additional to normal damage. It's re-rolling. So here goes. 2s to hit. All hit. 4s. Re-rolling. Elliot's face looks very scared right now. So we've got 4 wounds so far. Re-rolling 2. So 5 wounds, which do 3 damage each. That's 15 wounds, Elliot. So it's down to 9.
Yeah.
Cool. Would you like to do your attacks back?
I would love to do my attacks
Are
back.
you going to strike with your Reaper Chainsword?
Don't have one.
Are you going to strike with your Thunder Strike Gauntlet?
Alright. You
If
know
I was-
I'm going to kick you.
You're just going to kick me.
Yes.
Go for it. So 12 attacks with the Titanic Feet. What are you hitting on now? Do you know?
It'll be 7 left.
We'll
So I'm
scrub-
still 6 4s.
Still 4s. Okay.
Yeah.
So 4s to hit. Quite a few. I'm going to reroll that cocked one. Oh, it was a 5 from him, but never mind. Not great, but not terrible.
Nope.
3's to wound. It's all but 1.
Yeah.
4 wounds. 4 3-up in ones. Oh, he fails 2, so takes 2d3 mortal wounds. 2d3 wounds. There he goes. Oh, we've got 3. What's the other one?
1.
1. So Gulliman takes 4 wounds, he's got 5 left. Cool. And then, unless you want to interrupt, we've got the Imperial Marine fighting. Any interrupt?
No, I'll let it.
No, you'll aim to fight. Cool.
Imperial Marine punch me. So you have 1 attack.
No. So the Imperial Marine's got his work cut out for him, but with the dice rolls that Elliot's had, he could do it. It's free. He's got 3 attacks. It's 3s to hit, 6s to wound, and Elliot's gonna fail 2 saves. So 3s to hit, 2 hits. That's enough. 6s. Ah, no wounds. Never mind. Cool. So that is the end of my turn. I do score
I think you'll find I'm going to punch you back.
Death from Above and Master the Warp. So Elliot's gonna punch me back. I did forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have struck there as well, but never mind. Don't really matter. Doesn't make a difference because it's all my charging units then yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do apologise, guys. So Elliot's 12 attacks against the Imperial Marine.
Yep.
Here he goes. Hitting on 5s. It's a couple.
Yeah. I should do it. 2s.
2s, yeah. -2.
Of course.
So 5 up. And I made them both. Made them both, everybody. Cool. So Elliot's face is just beautiful. Alright, so I've scored 2 of my objectives. So it's Elliot's turn 3. Let's see what happens. Okay guys, did forget to mention that Elliot actually scored defend objective 2 because he's held that objective for 2 turns. So it was my turn and his turn, so he does score that. So he redraws 2 more cards.
Yep.
To draw them in.
Secure objective 2. Secure objective 1.
Okay, so objective 2 is that one over there near the Storm Talon. And objective 1 is just behind the Gallant. So let's see what we can do. Okay guys, the Knight Gallant did a little bit of shuffling, but after we talked about it, he's actually just going to stay still in combat because he's securing objective 1 anyway. The Knight Crusader has fallen back, and I think he's just going to shoot everything at Gulliman and then charge him and then stand on him. Yeah. Hopefully that'll kill him at least once. Cool, you got to do your shooting then?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about whether I actually do want to fire everything at him, or whether I want to fire at least one weapon at the Rhino or someone.
It's up to you. It's a Razorback though.
Yeah, so I'll start with the...
Cool, so the Knight Crusader is going to shoot everything at Gulliman except for the Avenger Gatling Cannon, and that's going to shoot the Razorback, who's on 7 wounds currently. Yeah. So cool, what would you like to start with?
I'll start with the Gatling Cannon.
Cool, so 12 shots.
Hitting on 4s?
Yep. Not too bad.
Fives?
Yep. 1. Wow. 1 5-up save. And he passes it. Cool.
Fire the Storm Spear at Gulliman?
Yep. The Storm Spear into Gulliman. 3 shots, strength 8.
Hit on 4s.
Okay. 1 hit. Any command points? You're going to save it?
No, I'm going to save it.
Okay. So 3s to wound. 1 wound. 1 3-up in 1. Oh, it's a 1. And I think we'll just go with it. Oh no, it's D6, isn't it? We'll go with it. We'll rock with it. See what happens.
See how many wounds it is?
Yeah. It's 1 wound.
Command point that.
You're going to command point it. There you go. It's probably worth it, to be fair.
Yeah.
3 wounds. So Gulliman is down to 2. What's next? Battle Cannon?
Yeah, I'll find the Battle Cannon.
Yeah.
It's because it's hilarious.
Go for it. So 2d6 amount of shots. 5 shots.
Hit on 4s?
Yeah.
1
hit.
What is this about? What is this?
1 hit every time. 3s to wound. Wounds. 1 3-up in 1. Oops.
Yeah.
Passed. What's next? Stubbers and Flamer?
Yep.
Cool. What's first?
Flamer.
Flamer. D6 hits. 4.
5s?
1 wound.
1 wound.
3-up save, which he passes.
And then Stubbers?
Stubbers, this is where he's going to take 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
4s? Oh, so, yeah, that hits. The Stubber hits.
5 hits.
5s? Bloody hell.
3 wounds.
I did better with the Stubber.
3 ups, here he goes. Oh, he's just alive on 1 wound. So 1 wound left. Now you're going to charge. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hand of Dominion. Here goes. 6 shots from the Hand of Dominion. With a rapid fire. So 6s to hit, re-roll in. None. Re-roll in. None. So you got to make a 2-inch charge. Elliot, can you make it? Oh, I guess 7 is in. Cool. So would you like to do that combat now? 12 attacks?
Yeah.
Go straight in. running out of units, so we may as well just film it all.
Yeah.
Cool. So 12 attack hitting on 4s. So a few 4 hits.
Come on.
Terrible.
Give me the table salt.
3 to run, sorry.
There you go.
3. 3 in runs. He's failed one, so he does take a wound. So he's dead until the end of the phase. Cool. Would you like to do the other combat? 12 attacks against the Space Marine.
Yeah, I don't like
You're going to kill him this time.
Maybe.
Here goes.
Here goes.
Well, 5.
5, yeah.
3, 4. 3. Wounded on 2s.
Oh.
2 wounds. SM battle reports coming up. You ready? Ah, snake eyes.
There we go. Feel the warmth.
2d3 damage. He's got 3 wounds. Yeah, he's dead.
5.
Cool, so that's Imperial Marine dead. So at the end of your turn, you score secure objective 1.
Yep.
And that's about it, I think.
Is that Warlord or does he not count?
He's not dead yet.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the phase, Armor of Fate.
Yes.
Here it is. The fate, the dice of fate. On a 4-up, he comes back to life and d6 wounds.
Here he is.
How many wounds?
Here comes-
Hellstorm coming up. Command point.
2.
2 wounds he's got.
Fearsome.
2 wounds. Cool. So Gulliman is alive on 2 wounds. So that's the end of your turn. So
Yeah.
rock into mine. Let's see if we can take out the last 2 knights before Gulliman dies again. Cool guys, these are the 3 cards I've drawn. So obviously I still had objective 1, psychological warfare, and secure objective 5. But can't actually score psychological warfare. So I'm going to redraw and get defend objective 5. Which is the one below the Crusader. Let's see if we can get it. Okay guys, we've not really done too much. The apothecaries kind of ran up with the tactical squad to back them up just in case of losing melter guns or something like that. The Stormhawk is flying over the Crusader, still flying around in that square around the middle of the board. So in the psychic phase, the librarian is going to cast Smite and Psychic Scourge into the Knight Crusader. So Smite first, need a 5, which I do get. I'm 4 and 1. So D3 mortal wounds. Takes 3 mortal wounds. How many he got left? 6. Okay. So Psychic Scourge on Warp Charge 6. 7, so it does go off. So leadership compare. So I need to get what equal or higher than you to do damage. So I get 6, and you get 5. So I'm leadership 16, your leadership 14, so I do beat you. So D3 mortal wounds again. And I do another 3 with that.
3 wounds left.
So 3 wounds. Let's see if we can do that in the shooting phase. So guys, shooting phase. The, again, infamous scouts are going to shoot the Crusader who has 3 wounds. So if we get 3 6s, he's dead. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All hit. 6s re-rolling. That's 2 so far. 4 mortal wounds plus 4 armor saves. He dead. Does he blow up on a 6?
That had to. Yep.
He does. Do I command point it?
No.
So everyone within 6 inches takes d6 mortal wounds. So who would you like to roll for first?
I'll roll for the Stormhawk.
The Stormhawk, go on then, d6. 6 mortal wounds, he's down to 4. He's going to be terrible at shooting now. And Gulliman, who's on 2 wounds. Can you do it? Here's the 1. Ah, no. Gulliman is dead.
Sit Gulliman down with me.
So that is Warlord kill as well. So guys, that is a Crusader and Archer goes to first, not Gulliman dead. So the Dreadnought who's hiding under here is going to try and redeem himself against the Knight Gallant who's on 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use a stratagem. We're going to use Wisdom of the Ancients, so the Dreadnought and everyone within 6 inches re-rolls 1s. Essentially turns into Captain,
Yeah.
because I don't trust him. So, he's not moved, so it's 3s to hit with his autocannons. Re-roll in 1s. So 3 missed. Oh, sorry, 2 missed. And then strength 7, so 5's to wound. So that is 3 wounds at -1. So 4 ups.
Nah.
And he's failed 2, so that is knight is dead. Would you like to see if he blows up?
Yes.
He does not. So
Hang on,
that
I've got one thing. I've got one left.
1 command point.
Yeah,
Yeah, try and blow
because
up.
it's the last part of the game.
Try and blow up.
Come on, point it.
No.
Oh well.
So that is the Gallant dead, and that is end the game, everybody. Elliot has no knights left. So let's see what we score, and then we'll do a quick outro. So guys, thank you for watching. I apologise for this janky setup, but we recorded the outro and forgot to turn the microphone on. So we've got like a nice video of me and Elliot chatting about the end, and there's no sound to go with it. So rather than trying to re-record it and doing it in a voice for Elliot, which would be rather funny, I thought I'd do a janky one in my room. So again, thank you very much for watching. The score ended up being was because I won, because I tabled Elliot. It was a Eternal War win for me. Secondary, I got 6 points. Elliot got 4. So again, secondary I won. But then tertiary, I got line breaker because obviously I killed him, and warlord. But I didn't get first strike. But Elliot got first strike and warlord, so we actually drew on there. So the score was 25-3, which weren't too bad. So obviously we had a chat about how knights might need something a bit more of a buff. They need someone to let them re-roll, which they're going to struggle with. They've got no characters. Like I was saying, that characters in 8th edition are kind of like they are the commanders. They kind of tell the army what to do rather than just doing all the work themselves. Unless you got Gulliman, who commands the army what to do, and then he does all the work himself as well. So yeah, Gulliman's pretty strong. It's what he is. Maybe in chapter approved he'll go up. Maybe his rules will change. I don't know, but he's really good. You're going to see him around, so you may as well try and prepare for him. But yeah, I want to thank you very much for watching. This was a very, it was kind of like on the fly test to see if this works or not. I quite enjoyed doing it. Elliot quite enjoyed the game. It's kind of nice not having to. We were kind of just like playing and stopping every 2 minutes rather than like concentrating on like we've got to start at this time, we've got to end at this time. We could just have a game and enjoy it. So we quite enjoyed doing it. We're not going to stop doing live stuff, but we are going to try and do this as well. So if you did enjoy it, then do let me know. As I said, if you're watching on Twitch, let me know in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe, comment saying where we went well, where we went badly, how could we improve it. Just make it more enjoyable for you guys to watch. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I and Elliot have been Hellstorm Wargaming. You've been fantastic, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. See you later, guys.